Good morning, students. Today we are going to study the poem "And to the Cricket" adapted from Aesop Fables. All of you take the English textbook for the class. Let us go to the class. Students, I hope you that all of you took your English textbook for the class. All of you take the page number 21, The Ant and the Cricket. It's adapted from the Aesop's Fables. Introduction of the poem. A fable is a story, often with animal as character, that convey the moral. It's a story. It's the characters are always animals. Okay, it conveys some moral. This poem about an ant and the cricket containing an idea of far-reaching significance. Here also some content that the poem is about an ant and the cricket. Here also conveys some moral ideas. Okay, which is as true of four-legged cricket as of two-legged one. Surely you have been a cricket that has two legs. Here is the poet convey the this is a story. Actually it's a fable, it's a story, and this is actually conveys the animals to the human beings. Okay, there they are saying about a two-legged and a four-legged one, and they say surely you have seen a cricket that has two-legged. Okay, that's a they are comparing the human being. Okay, let us go to the poem. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm, sunny month of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and a winter was come. Not a crumb to found on the snow covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, he says, the cricket of me? At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. Away he set off to misery and to see if, to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful grain. He wished only to borrow, he had repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. In the first line, a silly young cricket accustomed to sing. Accustomed means you can see in the glossary that used to singing, in the habit of singing. Okay, through the warm sunny month of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Not a scrub, not a crumb to be found on the snow covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, he says, the cricket of me? Here, a silly and cricket was fun loving. He loved merrymaking and he used to sing all through the pleasant sunny month of summer and spring. He was short sighted. He didn't bother to store the food for a rainy season and a cold winter. When the earth was covered with ice and snow, he found that he had nothing to eat. There were no flowers and no leaves on the tree. He grew nervous. He grew nervous. Starvation could be seen over his face. At last, next line. At last, by starvation and famine, made bold. Famine means scarcity of food, having nothing to eat. Okay, that is scarcity. Scarcity of food, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. Away he set off to misery and to see if to keep him alive he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he had repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. Here, um, wet with the rain and the shivering with the cold, hungry the cricket went to and to get shelter and food. And he made it clear that he would return the borrow grain the next day. Okay, take the page number 22. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend, but we ant never borrow and we ant never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by? When the weather was warm, quit the cricket, not I. Here, quit means Old English. Okay, that is meaning said. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned the poor cricket. Folk called this a fable. I will warrant it a true. Some cricket have four legs, and some have two. Adopted from Aesop Fables. Here, the misery ant said humbly that she was the servant and friend of cricket, but as a matter of principle, the ant neither borrowed nor lent. She asked why he never bothered to store something for the rainy day. The cricket admitted that he had been carelessly and foolish. Sorry, he had been careless and foolish. He enjoyed the beauty of summer and sang merely. The ant then told him bluntly to go and dance all winter. He turned the poor cricket out. Children, you have to write the question answers of the two lessons, that is one prose and one poem. Have to, don't forget to write these question answers to your English classwork note. You have to write it neatly using black pen for your question, and use blue pen for the answers. Okay, don't forget to write this, and you have to study these question answers. Thank you, children.